So Dragon Ball Sparking Zero got announced in March 2023, and it looks amazing. It's been in development for 5 years, and I can't wait. It looks sick. The graphics look insane. It's being made in Unreal Engine 5. It just looks so good. Chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. I actually can't wait. This video is going to be everything you need to know about this game. Like, I've tried to find as much stuff as possible. When I tell you these games were where debts were settled between siblings. Oh my god, blood was shed. It was these games decided who was doing like the shit chores, who was doing what in the day, who was player one in a different game. Me and my brother picked up this game and just see who could beat whose ass. So this game has stayed pretty loyal to the old series. Like, the open kind of landscape is still the same, the fighting looks pretty similar, like you're dashing about, it's super fast paced. You're throwing attacks left and right. When you like do a special ability like a Kamehameha, you get a little cutscene before, hurling your opponent back to the character selection screen. I mean, graphics wise, there really isn't much to say. Like, it speaks for itself. From the map destruction to the water splashes, everything looks clean. The game is just beautiful. It's just 10 out of 10. It looks great, basically. The story for this game is going to be similar to Budokai 3, where you play as each character and play through their version of the story. So far there's only going to be 8 characters, so the main key characters, like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, Trunks, maybe Krillin, maybe future Gohan. I mean, everyone seems to love him. Like, we don't have confirmed of who will be able to play in the story. But yeah, I think a future Gohan would be really cool. And I think in this one, he's actually missing his arm and doesn't just stand like he's missing one of his arms. Like in previous games, I always thought was stupid. So yeah, that's a nice touch for once. I mean, potentially TN, but I think this game's gonna lean in heavily to the more of Dragon Ball Super kind of things, so probably not. But the main feature for this story is that you're going to have what if choices. So in the example they give us in the trailer is that you can choose not to take Piccolo with you to fight Raditz. So what ends up happening is Master Roshi comes along and freezes Raditz with the Demon Containment Wave, which ends up meaning that Goku survives that fight and doesn't go to Otherworld. The other example they used is Goku goes Super Saiyan against Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga instead of against Frieza. So they didn't confirm if you make your choice and then you play through the story from that choice like a Telltale game, or if it's just like, oh hey, that was really cool. But forget about that now. Let's go back to the main story. Like, with the 2 examples they used, it makes sense. Like, if Goku doesn't go to train with King Kai, he doesn't learn the Kaioken, and then therefore isn't strong enough to beat Vegeta and ends up going Super Saiyan. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see to find that out. I think it would be pretty cool if you do get to continue the story, but I feel like that's a lot of work to do, and it just doesn't seem like plausible to me that they would be able to fit all of that into the game. Like, that's a lot of options. For that's all we really got to see. We did get to see that there's a first person implementation, so you can view the story in the cutscenes from a first person view, so you can see as Goku getting impaled by the special beam cannon, which is pretty cool. Excited to see how that turns out. I'm sure it'll get pretty janky in some places, but it's a pretty cool feature. Other than that, we don't really know what else the what if is going to contain. Like, maybe we'll get a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta at some point in the Majin Buu arc, which could be quite cool. Moving on to characters, the roster list for Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3 had 161 characters, including transformations. So this game is expected to sit around that same number. It's said to have more than 164, so probably pushing the 170 character mark, which, to be honest, is way more promising than I thought it would be. As for confirmed characters, we have a few. We've got quite a few actually that have been announced already. So we got Android 17, Android 18, Bardock, Berta, Cell, Semi-Perfect and Perfect Form Chaozu, Dr. Gero, Frieza, Final Form and Full Power, Gohan Kid, Gohan Teen, Base and Super Saiyan 2, Adult Gohan, Base, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Gohan Future, Base, Super Saiyan, Goku Z Early, Goku Z Mid, which just has Super Saiyan, Goku Z End, so that will have Base, Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3, Goten, Base Form, Super Saiyan, Gotenks, Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3, Jace, Krillin, Jace, Krillin, Majin Vegeta, Majin Buu, Master Roshi with Max Power, which I'm super happy about, Mr. Satan or Hercule, whatever you want to call him, Nappa, Piccolo, Raditz, Tien, Trunks with Sword, he just has Super Saiyan, and then Trunks Melee, which I think is like hot Cell Saga long hair Trunks. I think he looks sick, so I really hope he has like a few costumes in the game. He's got Super Saiyan and then Super Trunks, which they've brought back, which is pretty cool. Trunks as a kid with Super Saiyan, Vegeta Scour, which can go Great Ape, so Great Apes are in the game. It doesn't say about any other Saiyans having Great Ape, but I hope they do, because if they have large characters in the game, then maybe we'll see like a Cell Max or a Hirudegan later on. I think that'd be quite fun. We've got Vegeta Z Early with Super Saiyan and Super Vegeta, so that's Cell Saga. Vegeta Z End, so that's Base, Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. Vegito with Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue. Videl, Yamcha. Now for new characters that weren't in the Budokai Tenkaichi 3 game, we've got Android 17 from Super, Beerus, Bergamo, Broly from Super, so Super Saiyan with Super Saiyan Full Power, Caulifla, Super Saiyan 2, Dispo, Frieza from Super, Final Form and Golden Frieza, Fuse Zamasu, so he has a base form and half corrupted, Future Trunks from Super with just Super Saiyan, Gogeta from Super, Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue, Goku from Super, Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan Blue. It also says he has Ultra Instinct, but the way the transformations are going to work in this game, each character is going to have a maximum slot of 3 transformations. So you will only get like Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3. Like you won't be able to go Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4. God, Super Saiyan Blue, Ultra Instinct. It will be 3 per like character selection. So I know Goku will have, this version of Goku will have Super Saiyan God, and then Super Saiyan Blue, and then Kaioken on top of that as a stock ability, which are still in the game, by the way, if you know them from Tenkaichi 3. They work exactly the same way they did before. We've got Goku Black, Hit Jiren with a full power transformation, Kale with Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Berserk, Kefla, so Fusion Zara. The way fusions are going to work in this game is still the same as the old game. If you go in with a tag battle, you can fuse halfway through the fight and gain like an extra bar of health. But obviously you lose one of your characters, but who cares about that? It's fucking sick. So Kefla, Super Saiyan 2, Toppo, then you got Vegeta Super with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, Whis and Zamasu. And they are all the confirmed characters so far, which I think is pretty good. And then with the DLC characters, we're going to have Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. And I think there's one more to be announced, which will probably be Beast Gohan. As for GT characters, I presume they're going to be released in a DLC later down the line. Sean Chemmel made a statement where he did record some voice lines for Super Saiyan 4.
But the tricky part, and I got to give Damon Mills some credit here because he's been directing me on this last game we've been working on, and keeping track of, I didn't realize that subtly changing the voice for every single form was going to bite me in the ass later, and so keeping track of all that for like Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan 3, God Mode Red Hair, God Mode, and it's all real subtle different things,
He didn't specifically say Super Saiyan 4, so you know, take that with a grain of salt, but I presume they will bring these out in a DLC at some point, because you know, there's a lot of love for Super Saiyan 4 at least. GT on the other hand, you know, it's okay. As for other transformations like Ultra Ego, that probably isn't going to be in the game. This is due to a licensing issue. So basically, if Ultra Ego gets put in the game, Dragon Ball will sue Dragon Ball. So I wouldn't hold your hopes up. It's really sad, but you know, maybe they'll figure something out. But you know, long day. With transformations in the game, there's a cool little UI now which will tell you how many times you can like transform up. You can still skip transformations, like you can go from base form straight to Super Saiyan 3. You can still depower. So like in Tenkaichi 3 you couldn't use Spirit Bomb in like Super Saiyan 1, 2 or 3. So you could fight in Super Saiyan 3, depower and then use Spirit Bomb, which was pretty much the best attack in that game. So I quite liked doing that, like it was quite fun. So I'm glad they kept that in the game. We still have costumes and stuff. There's still battle damage, which I think is sick. The battle damage looks really, really good. I believe there's 2 stages of battle damage now, so you have half damage and then just fully damaged. Like there's a clip of Vegeta where he's battered up and then he just loses his armor completely. Not all the way, just the top half. Calm down. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see a lot of the costumes. And yeah, like characters transformations look really good. Dude, I don't know, I'm really excited for this game. It might be just nostalgia, but we'll find out. Each kind of stock ability has a different usage. So something like instant transmission in the old game would cost 2. You teleport behind them, start beating them up. Or you can have like a full power or Kaioken, which you're able to stack on top of Super Saiyan Blue in this game. So yeah, that will cost like 3 usually. That's what it did in the old games. And yeah, it pretty much works exactly the same. You can see in the little bar, like the bar by the player's health in the top left or top right, and it just shows you how many stocks you got. And then each character has 2 different, but yeah, exactly the same. I really like that mechanic. I think it's pretty good to give each character a unique playstyle. So moving on to combat, it's just speaking nostalgia. They've stayed super loyal to the old games. Like all the old combos seem to be there. They've added some cool new stuff. You can see Vegeta in one of the trailers just deflecting Goku's Kamehameha, which looks sick. You've still got some like old stuff from Tenkaichi 3, like you've got the perfect dodge where you could set up if they attack you, just dodge everything and then batter them in the face. I haven't seen, there's like a leg grab move where you trip them up and just grab their leg and send them flying. You can still burst fly in Mach 10 where you just kind of end up behind your opponent and there's not really much they can do about it unless they hit the dodge of their life. Yeah, just like all that stuff is in the game. There are some new features. I wouldn't say all of these are new, but this is what they're classifying as new. So skill count, a number that rises as you execute moves during battle, and is then spent to trigger special abilities. I'm pretty sure this is just the stock mechanic. I wouldn't say this is new, but I guess maybe they've revamped it a little bit. Short dash, a technique that allows you to move at lightning speed. I can't speak. This changes this change opens up more possibilities such as dodging. Yeah, basically you teleport when you hit someone or when you're trying to avoid something. You can even do it on a K blast. Yeah, whatever. You're dodging. You're dashing. You're moving about. Revenge counter, a technique that lets you strike back while absorbing an opponent's attack. It is an action that enables high-speed attack and defense as seen in the original story, where characters can launch an attack even while being hit. That sounds pretty cool. I haven't seen it in any of the gameplay, but I'm pretty cool. It sounds pretty cool. Super perception, a counter command that lets you counterattack in anticipation of various attacks, even key wave type blasts. I presume this is the deflect thing, and also like the perfect dodge that I was talking about earlier. And then last but not least, we got Vanishing Assaults, a technique that lets you approach an opponent instantly and pounce. I think that's the burst fly thing, where you go, yeah, that thing. So they've confirmed co-op multiplayer, so you know it's going to be some absolute mental cases on there. I don't think there's voice chat, and if there is going to be, I'm slightly worried for all the Freezer mains that are going to burst my eardrums shouting monkey down my headset, so you know. As for the split screen though, there is split screen, so I can still kick my brother's ass in person, but you can only do it on the hyperbolic time chamber map because of processing issues. So I think because of all of the destruction in the game, it's quite taxing on the consoles and PCs and everything, so they've picked the map that is a infinite void. Another feature they've added or gone more in depth with is custom battles. So it's said to have original scenes and original battles. Also a bonus battle mode with numerous original battle situations. So I'm guessing this is like your bonus battles from the old games, like Gogeta versus Broly, or even like, this is where I'd expect to see like OG Dragon Ball Z Broly versus Dragon Ball Super Broly. And then there's an edit mode. Now this thing looks crazy. So this will allow players to pick poses, make cuts, edit facial expressions, effects, background music, add captions. So basically you can make some really cool edits for like those creative people out there who want to do that. And then you can upload these and other people can play them. So you can literally go wild, just make your own cool fights, you know, have your debates like who would beat who in a fight, kind of role play if you will. So yeah, no, I think that's a really cool addition. So as for maps, we have 12 maps confirmed. So we got Gizzard Wasteland, Planet Namek, Dying Planet Namek, so I'm guessing that's when you do like an ultimate attack and kind of blow up everything, which was also in the old games. So far only Dying Namek is the only kind of destroyed map, I believe, but it was a really cool feature in the old game, and I presume they will, you know, have more maps that can be blown up and obliterated, especially how like hard they've worked on the destruction and abilities and the really cool cutscenes whenever you do anything. We've got Island, West City, Destroyed West City, which I presume is the Goku Black Arc version of the city. Maybe that's another destroyed map. I don't know for sure. Sacred World of the Kai, Cell Games Arena, Spinach Wastes, Tournament of Power Arena, and the Hyperbolic Time Chamber that we spoke about before. Now, the coolest map out of all of these is the World Tournament map, because they added something like a cutscene when you do a special ability where the commentator goes, "Ah, this is crazy, what is going on, everyone run!" And then it opens up the map so you can fight around the town in the city, and I just think it's really cool. It looks nuts, like you can destroy the stage, you can fly about and start fighting in the sea, destroy the stuff there. I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. I'm probably overhyping it a little bit, but I thought it was good. There are still beam clashes, and just normal clashes. There are clashes, any clash you can think of. It's not beat the fuck out of your controller anymore, but they are still in the game. So it's similar to, I think it's budokai, it could be burst limit, but you just kind of, the bar fills up and you want it to get as close to the end as possible before it resets, and you just want to hit square or X, whatever the button is, hit X, and then you keep doing that until someone wins, which is, I'm guessing they're saving money on controllers there, because I've destroyed a few PS2 controllers doing that. It was just not good for the finances. Speaking of finances, you may have to mortgage your house, because this game is pretty expensive. The game is releasing on Friday, October 10th or 11th, depending where you're from, 2024. But yeah, if you have the deluxe edition, you can play the game a few days early, so I'd imagine like the 8th of October. There are 5 versions. You can, 5 versions. So you got the standard edition, which unlocks, you get an early unlock of Gogeta with Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue, Broly with Super Saiyan Full Power, and a character that hasn't been revealed yet. So this will set you back about 55 quid, supposedly. It's probably going to be more than that, I'm going to be honest. You've got the deluxe edition, which gets you the 3-day early access and the DLC to the game, and the other bonuses, you get the season pass for DLCs 1, 2 and 3, which to be honest isn't that bad. This will include plus 20 characters from Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Hero and Dragon Ball Daima. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are the only ones confirmed so far. You get a Summon Shenron, which is a way to unlock items if you've played the old games. Basically, gather the Dragon Balls, get a wish for a costume, character, armor, item, blah 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 blah. This one's 85 quid. Then you've got the Ultimate Edition, which is all of the stuff in the Deluxe Edition, funnily enough. But you get the Ultimate Upgrade Pack, which is Goku Super costume with Power Pole, an emote voice set, 2 player card backgrounds, and 1 customization item. You also get to summon Super Shenron, you know, Big Goldie Dragon Boy. And this will be £95. Then you've got the Collector's Edition. So all the bonuses from the Ultimate Edition, as well as physical items. So this will get you the Lenticular card with an Ultimate Edition upgrade pack voucher code, exclusive Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Durama double-sided metallic bookmark, and the cool statue. And so yeah, that one will be 160 quid, so you know. And then finally, you have the premium collector's edition. Just premium, sorry, only one in there. The premium collector's edition can only be purchased from the Bandai store, so I'll link that down below. But it includes everything in the previous version, but you get an exclusive steelbook, 3 playable cards, and 1 energy marker card from the Dragon Ball Super card game, Fusion World, if you like that game. I've never played it, but you know. So this one will just cost you your firstborn child. No, I'm just kidding. It's 170 quid, which, you know, might as well. But, so if you do like the look of the game, then you can get it on PS5, Steam, and Xbox Series X. I think it looks amazing. I think it really has stayed loyal to Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. There's loads of animations that are just straight from the anime. They look beautiful, like, they're pretty much one-to-one. And yeah, that's everything. I was thinking about doing a Tenkaichi 3 stream on Twitch. If you guys would be interested in that, let me know. I'm thinking about doing it on Saturday at whatever time I put out. So yeah, let me know, and yeah, in a bit.